podcast with Jack Bexell. Just a little disclaimer before we get started. I'm at my girlfriend's place. I mentioned that in the rest of the podcast, but I talked to her a little bit in this, and you can't hear her because Audacity cuts out anything that's like too quiet, I guess. Some sort of noise reduction sitch. But yeah, so if it's just silent after I ask something, my girlfriend's not ignoring me, I promise. You just can't hear her because she's too far away. So enjoy the rest of the podcast, you know? Yeah, enjoy. Goodbye for now. What's up? This is the Internet Upset podcast where I talk about things that make me upset on the internet. This is the
The
internet.
show I love.
Oh my god, this is the Internet Obsessed podcast where I talk about things on the internet that I'm obsessed with because I cannot get enough of the internet. This is Jack Bexell right here. I am Jack Bexell, your host. If you heard another voice, that is my girlfriend because I am at her house right now. Say hi, Maddie, my girlfriend.
Hello.
There you go. Yeah, so this is my last like required podcast for my class. And a lot has changed since we last talked. Me and you, my audience, my giant audience that I have. But yeah, a lot of stuff has gone on. It's been like 2 weeks, maybe three. Um, I've been still living in Minnesota. Um, and it's what's the day today? June 6th. So a little bit more than a week ago, stuff with George Floyd happened, and that's like 5 minutes. The third precinct is like 5 minutes away from my mom's house, and like maybe 15 away from that Cup Foods. So hits close to home, and I just hope that real change happens, and it's really good to see protests happening, everything like that. Um, you can hope for hope, but you just gotta, I don't know, get educated, be informed. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to take a little time off the internet, because for a few days I was just on Twitter nonstop. Uh, Maddie can attest to that.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of retweets and posts and stuff.
Same here.
Yeah. Yeah, trying to take a little bit of time off. I was driving all day yesterday. I was in Minnesota and then drove all the way to Chicago and slept for maybe an hour or maybe 30 minutes. I can't really tell. And then drove all the way to Michigan. And I'm on the right side of Michigan, the east side. Yes. So, you're right. Wait, is this the right hand, camera wise?
Yeah, that would be the right way. Yes.
So, we're right here.
Sure. It's not. Yeah. It's no. It's around that area.
Okay.
Southeast Michigan.
Right here, southeast. Okay. Yeah. So I'm over there. Did like 12 hours of driving total yesterday. Back hurts a little bit, but other than that, feeling great. Got some coffee.
It's completely melted now.
That's why you get light ice, so it doesn't get watered down that much, and also you get more coffee. Economical. Like I said, it's all about the moolah in this capitalist society.
Shit.
Anyways, okay. Now to talk about something a little bit lighter, because God knows we've all been stressed. So I'm gonna read a little statement because I wanted to be just not precise, concise with this. So here we go. This is what I've previously written. In times like this, when there's no escape from anything, it's important to find something that lets you escape and lets you heal. Uh, on May 15th, 2020, Avatar: The Last Airbender came on Netflix for the first time in 7 years. Seven. Um, and it took me all of 3.5 days to start and finish the series. Uh, honestly, after all this, I might start over again. I've watched the last 4 episodes again, and it felt great. I love that show, and it's just let's talk about how amazing it is. Um, I do spoil a little bit, so if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry. I don't spoil a lot. I try to be a little bit calm about that, but yeah. So let's just get into the story, because it's such an amazing story. Um, you know, real quick. I watched this when it was coming out. It's one of the only shows that my sister and I both like. So whenever it would come on, we'd both be very excited to watch. Um, yeah, it's a really good show. I'm gonna show off how much I love this show real quick. Uh, Here we go. So the intro of the show changes from the first episode to the rest of the series, but this is like the main intro. Uh, About to nerd out. I'm sorry. Water, earth, fire, air. Years ago, the four nations lived together in harmony, but then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the Avatar, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. Years passed, and my brother and I discovered the new Avatar, an airbender named Aang. And although his airbending skills are great, he's got a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Aang can save the world. Then intro song, ugh. But like, dude, so Aang is this like what 13-year-old kid that's supposed to save the whole world because he I don't know. I'll get into it in a little bit. Um, but just like imagine coming up with that story, and that's just like to its core, to its just very center, is about unity and balance, and making it a kid show with that. That's insane. It's so cool, and they did like a really really good job with it. Basically, just like Aang has to master all four elements: water, fire, air, and earth. Uh, because the Fire Nation is threatening to take control of the whole world. Uh, you know, not not too unfamiliar to the world we live in now. Um, but I found this article that just talks about how cool this show is. Um, Let me find the bit that I was talking about. La 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 la. Okay. I decided to hold the mic, and I'm holding the whole entire stand, so it's a little awkward. I've also been watching a lot of Love Island. I might make Maddie sit and talk with me about Love Island because we've been
I got a
watching it a
lot to
lot.
say, so
It's so good.
it's so good.
Oh my god, that show's so good. Anyways, we're talking about Avatar. Um, God, we're almost like 9 minutes in already. This might be like a 20-minute podcast. I might sneeze.
Oh, do it. Do it.
It went away. It's fine. Okay. So, this article, it was written by Vox. Let's see. Who wrote it? Aha Romano wrote it. AJA R Mano. God, I cannot talk. I drove for 12 hours yesterday. It's fine. Not good for a podcast, but God, I'm fine. Um. Anyways, God, my back hurts. Jeez, I'm struggling. This is welcome to the Jack Struggle Podcast with me, Jack. God. Also, this light is hot. I'm starting to sweat. Whatever, it's fine. I'll get over it. Get through this. Let's see. So there's a section in the article that talks about. I mean, I'll just read the header of the section. It says Airbender was widely praised for its careful integration of cultural, historical, martial arts, and fantasy elements from across the globe. Um, Airbender is. I don't know why they're calling it Airbender. Who calls it Airbender? It's called Avatar.
They probably didn't want to just keep saying Avatar because people would think of the movie.
The movie, but this is I don't know, stupid. It's Avatar more than the James Cameron saga of a movie, of a single film that's now actually going to be a saga. Anyways, it says Airbender is best known for its respectful intricate. How do you say that word?
What?
Intricate. God. Intricate. Intricate.
Breathe.
Airbender is perhaps best known for its respectful, intricate handling of its multicultural world building and themes, most of which draw from Asian cultures. Since it first aired, fans and critics, I cannot talk, have debated whether the show can contribute a Western anime. The show can constitute as a Western anime because its styled art and fantasy themes drew heavily upon Japanese style character designs and fantasy tropes common with anime. Goes into that. It's really cool. The bending, like water bending, earth bending, fire bending, air bending, all like are part of like martial arts, which is super cool. Excuse me. But not only that, but each of the cultures kind of relate to some sort of like Asian culture or some sort of like native culture. Like the waterbenders are kind of an equivalent to like an Inuit tribe or like a Native American tribe. The air nomads are kind of like I don't know, like they seem to be kind of styled after like Buddhism or kind of Hinduism, but more like Buddhism, because their way of life is like that. I really like this quote, so I'm just gonna read it. It's hard to imagine lore-heavy cartoons, Adventure Time or Steven Universe, which began in 2010 and 2013, respectively, existing without Airbender, providing that there was a U.S. audience for a sophisticated narrative animated series. Like that's if you have ever watched Adventure Time, you know how deep that world goes, even throughout the whole series. Like such a, I don't know. There's so much intricacy to that world and every character in it, and to see that Avatar, one of my favorite shows, started that is super cool. Even if it's like a different what is it? Different channel, I guess, or different network. Like still, it's super cool to see that. I don't know. It's not all just butt jokes and fart jokes and yelling like cartoons are now. Although Steven Universe is recent, is it still going on? That's crazy. Also, Gumball was really cool. There's a few episodes of Amazing World of Gumball. Is that what it's called? Yeah. And that's, I don't know. I love shows like that. Like kids can take it. They don't need fart jokes all the time.
Well, Gumball had a lot of fart jokes,
Oh, true.
but they also like talked about like I don't very just huge topics of do we even exist?
Oh my god, I forgot about that episode. Oh my god. God, I love shows like that. But yeah, um so if you haven't been sold on Avatar, just dude, just watch it. Literally the least you could do is just check it out because this show is just bonkers. Um so I'm going to go into my characters. My favorite characters. Uh, I'll be the first to admit that I don't really think that Aang is the best character in the series. He's obviously the protagonist, but um, I don't know. I don't relate to him the most. Um, I would say that my like top few are Katara, which is she's one of the three main people, that being Aang, Sokka, and Katara. Sokka and Katara are siblings. They're water tribe. They're southern water tribe. Have you seen Airbender? Airbender? Okay. I think they're southern water tribe. Water tribe. Yeah, they are because okay. Anyways, I they are southern water tribe. I will be what? God.
Had to reset the brain.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Okay. Yeah, my favorite characters, Katara, Toph, who is Earth tribe or Earth. She's an earthbender and she's blind, and that's sick. It's so cool because she's like the most one of the most powerful characters in the show, and she's blind, but she can sense with her feet and using earthbending. Crazy. Crazy. And then Suki, who is a also, I don't know if she's an earthbender, but she's in the Earth Kingdom. Um, and she's this warrior. Um, and she's so cool, badass. I'll go into Suki a little bit. Basically, one of her first episodes she was in, tackles like misogyny and sexism when she basically takes Sokka down, um, like beats him up a little bit, and like I don't know, gets a little bit digs into his, I don't know, like sexism and saying that like girls can't fight and stuff. It was super cool to see that in a kids show. You don't see that in kids shows that often. Just like really strong female characters, and that's what the show is. It's so many strong female characters. They could have made Aang a female character and easily. I mean, there were in the past female avatars. Like there's Avatar Kyoshi, who's an earthbender. She was really cool. She's a Kyoshi. Okay, so Suki is a Kyoshi warrior. They all dress like the Avatar Kyoshi, and they're from this island of Kyoshi. They really like that avatar there. Yeah, it's super cool. Love seeing like strong female characters in the show. Um, yeah. What am I saying? Okay, another character I really like is Uncle Iroh, who is He's a firebender and a former army general to the Fire Lord, his brother Ozai. Um, he shows like just on multiple occasions or countless occasions that compassion and understanding is the most important thing to unleash like the power inside you and like create a balance inside you to I don't know, be the best bender you can be or be just generally the best person you can be. That's his whole thing is just understanding other people to make yourself a better person. Um, yeah. And then lastly, the kind of dark horse of the series, Prince Zuko. He's the son of the Fire Lord, nephew to Uncle Iroh. And his story arc is crazy. Okay, I will admit, I do think that Ice King's story arc is a little bit better, although I haven't finished Adventure Time yet. But like, he goes from hunting the Avatar to I'm not going to try and spoil a lot, but he betrays his father and tries to seek balance in the world like Aang. And his redemption arc is like that of Ice King, where he has like deeper things in his past that um play that part directly in like his current actions, but they will also impact what his future is going to be. And I don't know, it's super cool to see a kid show dealing with like real, I don't know, real things like that. Your past can like bring you to a bad place, but it also can let you learn for your future, which is super cool. Um, yeah, those are my favorite characters. There's a lot of other characters that are really cool. Um, can't think of any off the top. I mean, there's the animals. There's Appa, obviously. The flying bison. There's Momo, the flying lemur. Is that the only thing? Yeah, flying lemur. I thought there was another word in there, but I can't think of it. And then a bunch of just like sub villains. Um, Zuko has a sister. I hate her. But her, I don't know. Her, I guess, ending is interesting. I think. Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna talk about my favorite episodes real quick because we are at 22 and a half minutes at this point. I've been talking for so long. God, can only imagine talking about Love Island.
That's gonna be long.
Yeah, I might have to go into like real podcast territory and go for like an hour.
Yeah. We're gonna have to plan out everything.
Yeah, definitely. We could just do like a summary of season 5, something like that. Okay. Anyways, I digress. I digress. Different colors. Okay. Anyways, my favorite episodes in Avatar are as follows, not in particular order. The Siege of the North in part 2. Really, it's Aang's first. I don't know. It's for your first glimpse of Aang's like sheer power that he has. Um, he can slip into this like avatar state, which makes him I don't know. He gains the powers of his past lives because there's countless avatars before him, and he basically just regenerates. Or what's the word? Where like your soul transfers to a new body. I feel like your mom would know that. It's not Buddhist, but it's a Hindu. Fact check me here. 24 minutes. I might have to edit a little bit of this down because God, I'm just talking for so long. Reincarnation, yes, the Avatar reincarnates after he has died, or she has died, or they has died. They is died. They have died. Yeah, you just see the sheer power of Aang's power. Yep. Zuko alone is really Zuko's first I don't know, you see the conflicting sides of him. His It's really his first step in a journey of reinventing himself in his past. Tales of Ba Sing Se. Ugh, God, the end of not. It's not the end. I think it's like the second to last story. It's basically. I saw an article that like talked about being like the Pulp Fiction episode, which I don't want to call it that, but it's just a bunch of different stories put into one that sometimes overlap. But basically, there's one part of that has Uncle Iroh and his story, just like going throughout his day, and he sings a song for his lost son who died in the war. It's really sad. Um, and actually, that was that voice actor's last episode that he worked on. Um, and the person who replaced him refused to sing that song, like ever, like even to fans, because that's that voice actor that passed. That's his song, and I think that's really cool. Yeah, they did. They used a picture of like an old picture of him to be hit the sun, or they like drawed. Yeah, they drew a rendition of him or something. It was really cool. Um, yeah, that episode's so good. Um, the Puppet Master is crazy because Katara bloodbends. Oh, God. I remember being so scared of that episode, like insanely scared of that episode when I was a kid. God. The storm. I forgot what the storm is. I wrote it down, but I don't remember what happens in it. I don't know. Sozin's Comet Part 4. That's the literal last episode. You just see this fight between Aang and the Fire Lord Ozai. And that's badass. But you also see, I don't know, everyone's stories get wrapped up, and you see just like everyone being powerful and supporting each other, and it's really cool. Um, Avatar and the Fire Lord was really cool because you see, um, or the Avatar and the Fire Lord, you see what happened before the war started between the Fire Nation and the rest of the world. You get a little background. Crossroads of Destiny. I forgot that what that was, but I think it goes into the Avatar state a little bit more. Um, Logai was really crazy because that goes that talks about like I don't know, like it goes into like censoring in government and like um talking about like mind control and just like making sure that the monarch of the Earth Nation doesn't know about the war, so he doesn't act on the war. It's crazy. This is a kid show. Exactly. And then my another favorite is Sozen Comet Part 3, which is the second to last episode. Just really cool. It's more peaceful than the other ones, but it's really cool. Anyways, I could go on for days about how good this show is and how important it is, and it literally just everything it did for my childhood. But it's been almost 30 minutes already, so I should stop. Uh, you know, um, yeah, this is the Internet Obsessed podcast. If you're feeling low, um, watch Avatar. Watch, I don't know, a show that you like. I love Adventure Time. Adventure Time is one of the like chillest shows. It's just so like relaxing to me. Where Avatar is, Love Island is a great distraction. Um, or be plugged in. It's important to be plugged in. Go support some like petitions, or go give some money to important GoFundMe's. Um, what organizations that need it? Yeah. Um, talk to your families about this. There's a YouTube video. I don't know what it is, but when I do the YouTube portion of this, I'll link it in the description. Literally, you can just watch it with that, just no ad blocker. Just watch it straight through, and that'll just support. What do you know what that supports? What money that goes to?
I've seen a bunch of different videos.
I mean, there's so much you can do. Um, I don't even know if that caught any of what you said. Hopefully it did. I can try and boost it if it didn't. But yeah, it doesn't hurt to educate, or I don't know, think about what's going on, because it's important to think about. Yeah, there's a few things I wanted to talk about, but I didn't feel right talking about it, like how brands are reacting, and I don't know, kind of like I don't know. There's a few things I want to talk about, but it didn't feel right to talk about it. Um, and also I don't feel like super plugged into everything, especially after being out of it for a couple days. So I just thought like something that's been relaxing me through all this would be a better topic, at least for now. Um, but also it's important to talk about. Um, no one should be killed like that, murdered like that. Um, yeah, I don't know. Um, we're at 32 minutes. I'm gonna wrap up here. Um, stay safe, everyone. You know, uh, take breaks if you need it. But stay informed. Um, I'm not gonna plug stuff, but you can listen to other episodes if you want to figure out what's going on with my life and my social media presence. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. But yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. Hopefully, Maddie will want to do a Love Island episode. I might force her to. So, yeah. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.